Hi, I'm Chef Luke Palladino, and this is asparagus arancini filled with truffle cheese. So yesterday I made this risotto with asparagus, and what I did is I had some left over, and it cooled off here, so it's nice and cold. So I'm going to make you arancini. Arancini means like little oranges in Sicily, or if you're in Rome, they call them supli al telefono, which means the telephone line, because you stuff them with cheese and then you can stretch them like the wires of a telephone. What I'm going to do is stuff these with boschetto, the same cheese I use on the risotto. I grated it roughly, and I'm going to stuff it in the middle, and then we're going to form these into balls, bread them, deep fry them, and they're delightful. You're gonna love this. So what I wanted to show you is I just get a scoop. You can get any size you want. You can make them small. Sometimes in Sicily, sometimes they're the size of a baseball. I like them a little bit smaller, more appetizer-like, and I want to ensure that the cheese melts in the center for us. And I have a scale. I don't use a scale to make them, but I want to give you an example or a point of reference to start from because I have this scoop. Let's do 2 ounces as a reference. And then here's what we do. You form the ball into your palm. You're going to poke a little hole with your fingers and then grab some cheese and squeeze it a little bit here. And then you want to put a generous amount, as much as you can fit, into this. And then press with your thumb. So I have this concave ball here. You see the cheese is pressed in there. Now I'm just going to bring the ends together and close it up. And then make a ball. And then you can roll these up. You could do this with mushroom risotto. Any risotto that you make, you can form into these balls. It could be mushroom risotto, it could be the meat risotto, any other vegetable. And it's great if you have leftover risotto. Making it into a ball. See how easy that is? Fit as much cheese as you can in there because everyone loves a nice, oozy, cheesy center in these with the crunch of the rice. Now I'll take these. It's important to refrigerate these for about a half an hour to an hour and let them set up. And then we'll bread them after that and fry them. And we'll do just flour. It could be any type of flour you want, all-purpose, pastry, bread flour. It doesn't matter on this preparation. You can use rice flour, anything you wish. And then eggs, and then breadcrumbs. I like to use half panko, half plain regular breadcrumbs that are a little finer because I like the coating they provide. I like the crunch of the panko, and I like the seal that the finer breadcrumbs create a great crust. All right, now our arancini have been resting in the refrigerator. I'll roll them in the flour here. You want to get all the flour off, otherwise the egg won't stick if you use too much flour, okay? Make sure you dust all the flour. We're going to coat these here, and you'll notice I'm using 2 hands to bread. You want a dry hand and a wet hand so you don't make a mess. Now I have gloves on, it really doesn't matter, but what it does, you'll get cakey, you'll get egg on top of the dry parts and dry parts on the egg, and you'll start mixing up the process, and then you won't have a proper breading. So it's always good to get in the habit of having a dry and a wet hand. So we just put these in. I like to use lots of breadcrumbs to coat, as you see. See this? And I'm not beating anything up or pressing it. You don't need to do that. You can make these ahead of time, even the day before, a couple of days before. Roll them, form them, bread them, hold them, and then fry them when you need them. Now it's time to fry these. You want it between 350 and 375 degrees. And I am at 366. This is perfect. So between 350 and 375. So I use 80% vegetable oil. Of course, you can use safflower oil, you can use peanut oil, you can use canola oil. I like vegetable oil, and I love peanut oil. Just for allergies, people with peanut allergies, I just don't usually use it any longer. And I put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, about 20% of it. I like the flavor, but you can't use all extra virgin olive oil because it's green, and that's the chlorophyll in the plant. That has a very low smoking point, and it will burn quickly on you. So I just put a little bit in for flavor, and there you have it. So these here, I'm just going to put these into the oil. Use your apparatus so you're not dropping them like bombs in there. But you want to gently lay them in, so bringing it down so you're not, again, making a splash. It's no fun when you get hot oil on your cheek. That's a beautiful sound. Hear that? And look at that. Almost there. Put them on. I have a paper towel lined plate. So I put these in approximately for about 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes. Again, depending on the temperature of your oil, the size of your product, you want to pull them out when they're golden brown. If your oil's really hot, they're going to get golden brown really quick. Now, if that happens, it's okay, but just understand that the center will not be hot and you'll need to pop them in the oven for a second, right? So that's what I'm going to do. I had these in, but these are a little larger. I want to make sure this cheese is melted for you. So I'm going to pop these in the oven for a moment. And now to finish, I'm going to take some of this Boschetto al Tartufo and shave them over the hot arancini. I love this because they're hot and crispy and fried, and then this cheese will just melt in it here and stick to the top. So the Boschetto al Tartufo is a cow's milk cheese studded with black truffles, and it's semi-soft, fresh, and it has this beautiful aroma of the truffle, really divine. And then a little bit of parsley, whatever else you want, and there we have it.